And welcome back to the Naruto What If He Had a Byakugan series. I believe we're on part 8 now. I actually failed to check that real quick. I'm checking that real quick, which part we're on, so I'm, not inaccurate with what I'm stating. Part 7. Sorry, we're on part 7 right now. What if Naruto had a Byakugan? Last time we left off with them getting ready to enter the Forest of Death. Now, a few changes certainly occurred. Naruto was actually able to do the freaking paper exam thanks to the fact that he could cheat. Um, but beyond that, and I'm just checking my notes real quick to see where yep, okay, we are right here. Okay, but other than that, though, nothing else changed. They still would have been given the ultimatum test at the end, or question at the end. They still would have ultimately passed. Naruto would have done like, yeah, don't go back on my word. I don't back down. I don't go back on my word. Believe it. And all that. So now you enter Anko coming in. And is there anything different about this exchange in terms of like her introducing herself to everyone? Honestly, not really, including the fact that including the fact that Naruto probably was still kind of, be a loudmouth and showboat. He, like I said, on a maturity scale, if 100 is the most mature and 0 is the least mature, and Naruto is maybe only like at a 5, 6, 7, or 8, here he's maybe coming out at a 10 or 11. A little bit more mature, but still very much Naruto, so he still gets the cut on the cheek. Other than that, though, nothing else changes. Sasuke is the one who's holding the scroll. They do, however, utilize Naruto very effective, not effectively, but a lot more effectively, I should say. Because with the Byakugan, it's very hard to be snuck up on. And sure enough, the rain ninjas do not sneak up on him. Because when Naruto has to use the bathroom, he checks the area, notices the rain ninja, does give some sort of sign for that, and ultimately, goes off to do his business, but instead of being snuck up on, they hear a skirmish, and all of a sudden the rain ninja comes out in binds, like rope Naruto, and with a couple like big bruises on him, and Naruto's like, yep, I was right, this guy tried to sneak up on me while I was taking a piss, no less. Come on, guys, show a little. I know we're ninja, but have some respect. What if I was doing number 2? It's like, no, God, don't be gross, Naruto. I'm just saying, like, it's really uncouth. Do you have the scroll? It's like, I'm not telling you. Naruto then it goes, it's like, no, he doesn't. What? How the hell do you know? Because Naruto just kind of looks at him with his eyes activated. Just like, yeah, yeah, trust me, I just know. And he sheds like a shiver down the rain ninja spine, like, those eyes. I was like, yeah, he doesn't have it. So we'll just leave him here. His friends can find him. We could lay a trap for him. I guess we could, but are your friends going to come out looking for you? And eventually, Rain is like, it's like, I'm not going to tell you. They'll continue the mission one way or the other. Yeah, but you kind of need to pass as a team, don't you? And the Rain Ninja doesn't have an answer for that. And so, what changes here is actually very important. They set his ass up. Naruto's on lookout, waiting for them until eventually he finds them coming. Locates which one has the scroll. So the Rangers get there. They see him tied up and gagged, like his respirator's not in there, so he can't talk. So, what the hell happened to you? It's a trap, you idiots! And I'm just like, what? And all of a sudden, a couple traps, springs set off, like bolos or ropes or whatever, ninja wire, courtesy of Sakura, because she is very intelligent. She was able to set up a couple traps, even on her own. Imagine what she could do when the Sound Ninja came. Imagine what she could do with Sasuke and Naruto's help. So Ninja Wire comes in, grabs one, and like, damn it! And it's like, he's not the. And all of a sudden they hear a voice. He's not the one. And the last one who has the scrolls, they freaking booby trapped him. And as he's trying to make a hand sign, all of a sudden Sasuke comes in and just grabs the hands like, sorry, boom. Naruto, got him! Boom! And they just knock his ass to the ground. And ultimately, they're all two are bound. One is seriously tied up, and the other one's just kind of just on the ground, foobar, just I can't move. What the hell? It's like we's got it. And wouldn't you know? And just grabs it. And say, it's the one we need. Well, thank you for your cooperation, Rain, and we're going to be heading straight to the tower now. And so that's what they do. On the way, though, they do admittedly work out the whole idea of, okay, on the off chance one of us gets captured, Naruto's can only hold out. Naruto's got great stamina, but can only hold out for so long. So we need in case someone tries to imitate us, we need a code. And they do the whole, when a ninja strikes when the time is right, I can never remember it either. So that's why they did it, because Naruto would never be able to remember it. And then Naruto with his Byakugan activated, because they want him on guard the whole time. Makes sense. And he's got the stamina for it. All of a sudden, it's like, look out! And all of a sudden, boom, he gets blasted back by the gust of wind. So there I've been looking for you since the beginning. Like, who are you? Look, we have no business with you. Oh, but you do, Sasuke. I'm looking for a good little fight. And let us fight with our lives on the line. All of a sudden you get that and they're floored. They can't move. Sasuke can kind of move. I see you undid my jutsu by you inflicting pain on yourself. Very not ingenious, but not ingenious. And what's the other term I'm looking for ingenuity? Not ingenuine of you. Very resourceful of you. But you have nowhere to go, Sasuke. And Sasuke's kind of like freaking out a little bit. Rightfully so, because this guy is he's looking to do some things. I'm sorry. There's who is the person I was watching? I'm sidetracking real quick here because I don't want to put this in my video, the line. But if hold on. Alucard Black Air Force. Hold on. The minute you heard that, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Alucard, the Count of Black Black Forces. From CJ DeChamp. A friend of mine turned me on. This guy's hilarious. If you watch the Alucard video, you know immediately where my mind went for a quote on that. I'm here for. I'm a warrior. Sasuke, I like you and I want you. Okay, it was I'm quoting him. I'm not like go watch that video. It's a fantastic video. Anyway, I've come to consume your... And you know where I was going with that. Anyway, I digress. So, moving back to the plot. So, that scenario goes the same. Now, with the whole scenario with Naruto and the snake, admittedly, Naruto's Byakugan and fighting style should allow him to be able to get out of the snake more effectively, but the problem is he could barely move as it was. And the snake is so huge that even if he does, jettison chakra out of his palms and fists, it's probably in just too small of an area for an animal that size to really... It irritated his stomach, maybe giving him a bit more room. By the way, the fact that rice ball melted so fast means that Naruto should have already been having secondary burns on him from being in there for that long, easily. But then again, he does have a healing factor, so compensate. But then again, he's also a larger, more complex organic mass. I digress. Still, he probably gets out the same way he gets out initially. Shadow Clone Jutsu! Boom, blows up the snake. Then Sasuke and Orochimaru are at that point where Sasuke's got to give up the scroll. Or is going to give up the scroll. Now, fortunately, they do have 2 scrolls. So, there is still... Now, for the sake of simplicity, let's say he gives up the one that they already had. Which makes this, when we get the sound ninja issue, a lot easier to handle. Excuse me. So he tosses the scroll. Naruto shows up and says, what was the password again? And it's like, Naruto, you skipped my little friend. You're the one who set the snake. Yes, but I'm not interested in you at the moment, Naruto. I'm here for Sasuke. If I give you the scroll, you leave some, offering up a smaller piece of bait to lure the predator away. Very smart, very sensible. He tosses it, and Naruto just comes in. It's like, Naruto, what are you doing? Just decks Sasuke. Who the hell are you? I mean, not the passer, but I know Sasuke. You're not Sasuke. Sasuke's not a coward. Besides, there's no guarantee he would have let us live in anyway. It's like, that's very true, Naruto. Very smart of you. But like I said, I have no interest in you right now. And Naruto comes in. Naruto comes to attack him. So Orochimaru is keen to notice something off with his eyes, like his eyes, and just blows him away with the wind jutsu, and summons the snake summoning jutsu. As Naruto not just has a Byakugan activated, but again taps into his fox chakra. It's like he's the nine-tailed brat. Just smacks the snake around, but also then just boom! Instead of saving Sasuke like he did originally, he's like, "You're not afraid, are you, scaredy cat?" Instead, he actually, because he's got so much chakra running through him, even a little attack is going to be massive. But this is Naruto we're talking about. Restraint isn't necessarily his forte. So when he palm strikes, he does it straight in the nose and just blows out the snake's skull. Just poof. What is that attack? And all of a sudden, Naruto kind of calls it Sasuke. You're not. What's wrong, Sasuke? You're not afraid. He still does the scaredy cat line, but he's like, "You're not afraid, are you? Scared? You okay, scaredy cat?" Which Sasuke again just. To which Naruto is still looking at Orochimaru, and that's the beautiful thing here. Naruto can't be taken off guard by Orochimaru that easily here. Like when Orochimaru's tongue came after Naruto couldn't notice it, obviously. Here, he can see it coming. He's like, what the? Ugh! It's like, I almost had you. Those eyes. Could it be you're the fox brat, Naruto Uzumaki, but there's something different about them? No, could it be? So my theory was, I always suspected your father may have had Hyuga ancestry, but to think it awakened in you. Ooh, and an unsealed Hyuga Byakugan at that. You are definitely a prize in and of yourself, Naruto. Unfortunately, I don't have time for you today. Or we'll have to catch up another time. And to which Orochimaru does do the paralysis jutsu like he did on Sasuke. I don't believe Naruto could have any major resistance to it. Although he certainly could, because of the fox chakra and his own willpower, he could maybe move a bit. Just, I can't move. Unfortunately, that chakra of yours is problematic. And Naruto can see the chakra in Orochimaru's hands, like, not good, not good. And he's only barely able to get his palm ready. He's like, hey. Unfortunately, Orochimaru is still able to seal it. But Naruto is able to clap back with a basically a vacuum palm with the fox chakra overall. Just and unfortunately for Orochimaru, who wasn't expecting Naruto to be able to do that, even though he saw it with the fox, he didn't expect Naruto to just launch his chakra out like that, which technically the Hyuga can just do. And Naruto, being part Hyuga, should be able to do that even with not as perfect chakra control as the Hyuga. His chakra control is certainly better here than it was in the original. Now you might be asking, why didn't he use his shadow clones or his clone jutsu trick? Well, Naruto, why didn't he do that in the original? He was blinded by rage and wasn't thinking. Plus, Naruto isn't always the brightest character, especially in part 1. So that's why he didn't do it here. Even if I had him do it, it really would have just been a stall tactic. At best, he could have maybe gotten a couple of hits in on Orochimaru, who would have then just shed his skin and been done with it. Here, either way, Naruto's chakra, or at least the connection to the fox chakra, is still sealed. But he still managed to actually get a solid shot on Orochimaru. Wasn't expecting it. He goes flying straight into a tree again. Sasuke is like, Naruto, I can't move. Damn it. And all of a sudden, he's feeling the effects. Just, I can't move. And passes out. And, Sasuke just stands up, gets ready to fight. Orochimaru gets out of the tree. He hit several of my chakra points and damaged some of my internal organs. He does the shed skin, although it takes a bit more effort because it's like his chakra points are kind of sealed up a little bit there. So just blessed that Byakugan and that fighting style, they certainly are impressive. I'll be back for you another time, Naruto. But until then, Sasuke, we should really talk. And Sasuke and Orochimaru certainly have, their bout. Sakura's still kind of just, Ultimately, that goes the same. He gets the curse mark, so Naruto and Sasuke are kind of just out of commission for a while. That leads us, again, to Anko. That whole thing happens the same. Really, what happens here is, I'm losing track of myself here. We cut to basically the sounds like, we want Sasuke. Bring us Sasuke Uchiha now. It's like, no, and she sets up the traps, all that. Unfortunately, neither of them. Well, everything goes basically the same here up until Naruto and Sasuke wake up. Sasuke still breaks Zaku's arms. Rock Lee is still taken down by Dosu. Team 10. No, they're team. Are they team 10 or team 9? Crap. No, they're team 10. I believe Guy is team 11 and team 9. Wait. No, there's team 7, team 8, team 9. Are they? No, I think team. Crap. Team 10 Naruto. Which one was that? As soon as I know which one team 10, I think that might be Guy's team. Now that they say it all. Team 10 Naruto. There we go. Oh no, okay, I was right. That's team 10. So I'm guessing team 9 is Rock Lee and Neji and 10-10. That's Guy's team, right? Team 9. Yep, that's exactly who it was. I always get that confused because I always have to remember they even say that Team 9 is still in rotation from last year. So anyway, Sakura's able to calm Sasuke down, and Naruto wakes up. It's like, what's going on? Late as usual, Naruto. Well, hey, now I was like, go easy on Sakura. After all, he at least was able to. Had to fight that guy too. And say, you're right. Sorry, Naruto. Say, whatever. So, what happened? And they explain. And luckily, they have the scroll they need. They have both scrolls. So they just beeline it for the tower, which means they still get there several days early. Which also means Sasuke is able to get the curse seal, not the curse seal. Again, the curse mark sealed. So he's actually able to get that sealed early. We know he was in the hospital for the rest of the day, at least. We don't know, as I take a sip from Mr. Meeseek's head, look at me. What we don't know is how long he was out. I would say at least a day he was probably out for. But that means there's still a couple days, and Sasuke is actually good and ready to, participate. Naruto sees Hinata. He says hi to team 8. Like, hey, Naruto, yeah. Sorry, I'm just keeping notes here. They say hi, everything like that. Gaara notices both Sasuke and Naruto. He shudders a little bit because he wants to fight these guys. And you would ultimately go into the preliminary matches, which there's nothing that would change about the preliminary matches here. They would be the same. Sasuke would take on, again, I always forget his name, Kabuto's team. Hold on. Team Kabuto. I know, I think one is Yori. That might be him. Kabuto. Team Kabuto. Naruto. Okay. Let's see here. That was, I know it was Kabuto, obviously. Yori and Mizumi. Now, if I remember correctly, Yori is the one who absorbed chakra. Mizumi is the one who had the, yep, that's exactly who it was. He had the chakra absorption capabilities. So Sasuke makes mincemeat of him pretty quick. With the curse mark sealed, he can use all of his abilities. So he makes mincemeat of him pretty quick. The Sakura and Ino fight. That's one of the few fights that we'd actually need to readjust. This, the Hinata, and the Naruto fight are the three big fights that could see actual change from, at least in how they go. Because Sakura has been on the team of Naruto for so long, she's probably picked up a couple tricks, including tricking people with the clone jutsu. The problem is she doesn't have the shadow clone jutsu like he does. So while she's definitely probably picked up a bit of his crafty nature, and probably improving a little bit since she started, I don't see her as really being that much stronger, but her determination may have changed a little bit. But ultimately, I don't see the Ino Sakura fight really changing because their skill level is just not the same. Like Sakura's just there's not that big a gap between them, sadly. Like there's maybe a minor gap which Sakura can take advantage of, but ultimately, I don't see her. God, I don't see her really taking the win. So that's I still think that fight goes the same. They draw. Then you would go into the Naruto Kiba fight. The Naruto Kiba fight would obviously be, it would still go in Naruto's favor, but it'd be drastically different. Now, I'll admit, I only started really taking the notes for the chapters around the last video. So I can't remember if he actually revealed he had a Byakugan to them. I don't think he did. And if he didn't, or if he did, well, it wouldn't change much because Kiba either knows already he has a teammate who has a Byakugan, so fighting someone with Byakugan he's already been doing. Beyond that, though, it wouldn't matter much because everyone's about to know that he has a Byakugan. So he more or less, the fight begins. Kiba tries to take him out quick like he did originally, although. Should note, Kiba is nowhere near as disrespectful to Naruto here because they did actually have a good little lunch and kind of had a bit of a, they're on better terms here because of, them getting to know each other during that in between from the team selection and team collection period. So Naruto's like, no offense, Naruto, but I don't think you're cut out for this. At least not yet. Don't worry, you can be Hokage after me. He's still cocky, but he's at least trying to be at least somewhat jovial and at least like poking out our friends. Is that what you think? Sorry, I just want to test out your moves, Kiba. All right then. You want to fight? You want to really fight? And all of a sudden he just pulls up, like Byakugan, let's fight. And he's like, what? And everyone's like, wait. Aren't those? And then Neji is like, so it is true. He does possess the Byakugan. So what Uncle said is true. He's even lesser than I am. And like, Hinata is like, Naruto, do your best, okay? You too, Kiba. I was like, thanks, Hinata. I was like, who are you rooting for, Hinata? I was like, oh, what is he? I was like, thanks, Hinata. And it's like, everyone was like, he's a Hyuga? Oh my God. I was like, well, the cat's out of the bag, but it was going to happen sooner or later. To which Kurenai and guys like, so wait, he has the Byakugan? Yep, that's kind of a long story. And all you need to know is that apparently he had Hyuga ancestry on his father's side and skipped him, but awoken in Naruto. And so you think I don't know how to fight a Hyuga? I'm on the team with one. Well, then take your best shot, dog breath. It's like, let's go, Orochimaru! And then they come in, try to attack. But they also now have to avoid Naruto, who's also making shadow clones, albeit a lot more force because of the damn seal. And keep in mind too, the 5-pronged seal only restricted Naruto's access to Kurama's chakra, if I remember correctly. I wouldn't imagine it has any effect on his ability to access his Byakugan. Similar to Sasuke's curse mark, he could still activate his Sharingan. It was just that it caused a lot of pain and burden on him to do so. Here, that's not the case. His chakra control is just a bit more shot at the moment. And he's the only gentle fist style he's using right now is like, but my guess is you don't have the. My guess is you can't use a gentle fist like they can. Can't be as precise. You're right. I can't. However, as Kiba comes in, and Naruto just boom, holy crap, and then just Orochimaru like goes back and I was like, and my arm, and Naruto's looking and saying, well, don't worry, it's not broken, a little fractured, but not broken. But more importantly, yeah, you're right. I can't use the gentle fist like you can. I don't have that kind of precision, but I have a lot more chakra than they do. So tell me, what happens when you throw a lot of chakra into a gentle fist? And Neji again and Hinata are both hearing that. And Hinata's been training with Naruto for a little while, so she at least knows a bit of his fighting style. But it's clear that he's got a variation of vacuum palm. and but you can still only fight from close range. Really? I was like, should we test that? And he basically just fires again, and this time he fires it like a fist. And again, it's like a shockwave, but chakra just, and then Kiba and Nakamura, oh crap! And because of the dissipation of chakra over a large space and area, it's not going to be hitting chakra points like a standard attack would. I imagine the vacuum pump can still act like a Hyuga fight style in attacking the chakra points. It's just A, spread out, and B, it's really just designed more as a range attack anyway. You're still firing chakra and it still hurts, but either way. And all right, then Kiba's now hurting and his chakra network's a little messed up, but they both take a soldier pill. Turn into the Kiba clan. Looks like we can't hold back against you, Naruto. No, it looks like you can. And so, Shadow Jutsu, Fang over Fang! And they come and they clash. Clones are popping. Naruto is like doing everything he can. He puts all his chakra into it, like both his palms, as the two Kibas come in, just and Naruto just basically holding back Kiba, although he's now feeling an extreme amount of it, like strain on his body. Like his bones are starting to fracture a little bit. Like no joke, that much force, and Naruto trying to clash with that. He didn't break his arms because he's actually coming at it with equal, if not greater force. But he's still only 12, 13. He's only got the body of a 12-year, 13-year-old who like physically exercises regularly. It's still going to be straining the body hard. It's like, and it just basically there's an explosion. And Kiba and Nakamura are basically just laid out on the floor. And Naruto's just like, the winner is Naruto Uzumaki. It's like, oh my word. It's like when everyone's like, whoa, Naruto is a lot stronger than we thought. Holy crap. Well, what do you expect? He's part Hyuga. But then again, and Twitch, I think even like Ozma and like even Cho say, honestly, I don't think that has much to do with it. It only has a little bit to do with it. Naruto is just he got that attitude. He got that dog in him. Again, go watch the Alucard video from DJ Chip. It's a hilarious video. I might just watch it again. It's a hilarious video. I love that guy's stuff. But the only other fight we really have to address and to end this video on is the Hinata Neji fight. So, long story short, and then I'll go into specifics why, Hinata still loses the fight. However, the scenario involving the fight, it changes off. First off, she offers Naruto the ointment without, any hesitation because they're friends. They've been friends for a little while now. And, it's like, thanks, Hinata. Oh, man, I could really use this, too. It's like, feels good. It's like, then Hinata blushes. She goes down to face Neji. Now, is she freaking out the same way she did in the original? Not in the same way. Spending a lot of time with Naruto certainly does a lot for her confidence. A lot, certainly. But I imagine she's still unsure and still feeling the effects of being attacked personally by Neji until Naruto said, "Who the hell? I don't care who this guy thinks he is. Tell him he's wrong." I was like, Naruto, are you gonna sit there and take that? I don't think someone even lesser blood, someone who's not even worthy of being in the clan, can. Wow, I just realized how bad that's. Someone who's not even worthy to be in the Hyuga clan. Let me put the Hyuga part in that. It should be able to talk. Is able to talk back to me and say, well, guess what? I am, dickhead. To which everyone's like, oh, God. And her demeanor's changed. And so Hinata and Neji had their fight. Now, like I said, I do think Neji still wins the fight. But because she was actually training more with Ko and Naruto for at least a while, her skill level is certainly higher. And I think she's actually able to even get a couple good shots in on him, like legitimate shots in on him. And that's surprising. He actually hit me. And my chakra point. It's like, and it's like, and he just comes in and ultimately just, puts her down. And unfortunately, she still gets, I think, as roughed up as she did in the original because she just wouldn't back down. and at that point, Neji comes in, the Jonin stop him. Naruto goes, Hinata, and he's using his Byakugan and checks. Like, no, oh God, she's not good. She's not in a good way. So, do they think girl, you grew great. Just just hold in, okay? We'll get you there. We'll get you there. Okay, we'll get you. We're gonna get you fixed up. And so she's going into cardiac arrest. Oh God! And they take her out. It's like, I swear I'll win. And there you go. And then all the other fights go the same. And the bouts, not bouts, the lineup for the actual tournament is still the same as well. Nothing would change there because the same people are there. So there's no reason it should change. The only reason it should change is because people want to see something different. And that, I get that. And I have on occasion changed the entire preliminary tournament because things changed. There were different characters involved. Damn it. I got something caught in my throat. But ultimately, there's no reason that I don't see there's any reason to change it because it's just because someone wants something different if it doesn't suit the story. So, like, it just doesn't make any logic. It's like, yeah, okay, why don't you put a Naruto against Neji in the first round? First off, Naruto get creamed in the first round. Why don't you put Neji against Gar in the first round? Or why don't you put Sakura against the Yori? It's like, well, what's the point of doing that except for, like, just changing things randomly in the story for the sake of changing them? If the change doesn't make sense to do, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, I went a little bit longer on here, but I want to get through all the preliminary stuff. So until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one.